Hello and welcome to Paranormal with Big Mike and the boys. I'm Big Mike, and here are some boys. Tony, Pat, Liam, who died this week?
I think a couple of us are dying today, but we're all good. All good.
It's a bit spooky.
I'm dead. I'm creeping myself out here.
Just for commitment to the episode.
So spooked.
Spooky.
All spooky. Okay, before we get going, I want to swing back to last week where, Tony, you said something about transubstantiation.
Yeah.
I'd like you to tell us all about transubstantiation.
I'm a bartender, so I'm mad for it, like. That's my bar trick. Gets me all tips.
What is it, though?
Any elaboration on that?
Yeah, I haven't got a clue what it is.
Turning water into wine, like, it's pretty much transubstantiation.
Oh. So it's got nothing to do with paranormal, really?
What do you mean it has nothing to do with paranormal?
Turning water into wine is pretty paranormal.
Pretty paranormal.
I think it's spooky.
Okay, what is paranormal then? Tell me what you understand by the term paranormal.
I thought you were saying Paranorman the whole time.
Good
like
film.
the movie.
Good film.
Huh?
But isn't that about paranormal stuff?
Nah.
Is it not?
About paranormal stuff.
Oh, alright.
Paranormal would be all spooky stuff, like spooky.
I think when someone says paranormal to me in my mind, what I think is like poltergeist.
Yeah, ghosties and ghouls.
Mostly
not even ghoulies. Like
mostly
not
poltergeist in my mind, Pat. Sorry, I have to tell you that. I have to be honest.
The film Poltergeist?
Never seen it.
No.
Any good?
I'd never seen it either.
It's
a bit spooky, apparently.
Poultry ghost.
the chicken version.
It's Chicken Run 2.
Terrifying.
Was there a Chicken Run 2? I
Yeah,
love Chicken Run 1. I love it. It wasn't called Chicken Run 1.
There was.
How sure are you now?
I don't.
Pretty fucking sure.
90%.
Liam, if you're such a big Chicken Run 1 fan...
How did you not know?
Why do you call it Chicken Run 1 and not just Chicken Run? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chicken Run 2 came out. Comes out in 2023.
That's spooky. See? Oh, that's great. You know.
Right, lads. So I've just
Sorry, Mike, go ahead. Cut you off there, Mike.
I've just googled the phrase paranormal. The word, I suppose, it's more of a word than a well-known phrase. And it says my phone keeps fucking beeping.
That's spooky.
That's scary, man.
I'm spooked, man. I'm totally spooked.
That's the Webster dictionary definition, or Oxford English.
Phone keeps beeping.
No, I was saying that as in like it's going to ruin my recording.
Yeah, no, I got that.
Yeah.
No, we know.
Just making it canon.
Okay, so on Wikipedia it describes paranormal as it says paranormal events are purported phenomena described in popular culture, folk, and other non-scientific bodies of knowledge, whose existence within these contexts is described as beyond the scope of normal scientific understanding. Notable paranormal beliefs include those that pertain to extrasensory perception, for example, telepathy, spiritualism, and the pseudosciences of ghost hunting, cryptozoology, and UFOlogy. Now, here's the thing, lads. When Pat said we should do an episode about paranormal, I thought it just meant fucking ghosts. So all I prepped for is ghost shit. But it turns out cryptozoology. So this can just be like a whole episode about fucking Bigfoot again.
Yeah.
Lads, what about Bigfoot?
Cryptocurrency.
No, the zoology of cryptids, such as Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster.
And mummies.
And mummies, and ufology, aliens, so we can, this is actually kind of, a second, my alarm's going off, just more noise. So we can we basically this is just thanks for this suggestion, Pat. You've just killed about 20 episodes of content by
I didn't
by
realize
having
UFOs would be classed as paranormal. That's just like
What, Pat?
it's just aliens. That's a different subject. Paranormal is spooky and ghosts.
Can-
Like Wikipedia's wrong. Someone's edited that as a
It's
joke.
basically from our science. You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense to our science. So if aliens came,
So
wait a minute.
you're agreeing, Pat, that you didn't think it was anything to do with aliens, but you did agree with Tony that turning water into wine was paranormal.
Nah, that's transpatient. What was it?
Transubstantiation.
That's what I said.
Fucking proddy.
We haven't done this in a while, but I apologise to all our Protestant listeners. Right. So,
Rise up, brothers. Rise up.
is transubstantiation the thing that happens where they put the bread into that little box and the little gold box in the church, and then it comes out, and
Magic,
we're
yeah.
supposed to believe it's Jesus's body?
You saying is that what transubstantiation is?
That's
think
Schrodinger's
that might
cat.
be-
isn't
No,
it?
it's where he turns water into the
Yeah,
blood of Christ.
But
That's-
also, it's the bread is the body of Christ.
yeah, but I think transubstantiation is
Yeah, because they put it in the little gold box.
Yeah, magic box.
Mm.
There's something I'm too
Right,
confident.
and here's the thing.
Specifically the
Here's
wine,
the thing,
though,
lads.
maybe not.
I got a hot take, cunts. Right.
Go
So
on.
do you know the way the Catholic Church hates gays and stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, if we're eating another man's body, that's a bit gay, isn't it? A bit fucking gay. That's my lads. Okay,
Deal.
right. Tony, thanks for telling us about transubstantiation. We'll pretend the paranormal has nothing to do with cryptozoology and ufology. Save them for a later episode. So, we're talking about ghosts and shit.
Yeah.
And I've got
I'm getting
a
spooked.
mother flipping question. I've got a 5-star review on iTunes question of the week. Lads, tell the listeners how they can win us reading out their review on the podcast.
By leaving a review on iTunes or Snitcher.
By leaving a review on anything other than iTunes.
By faxing over.
No,
No. Was that not right?
leave us a review on iTunes. Leave us a 5-star review on iTunes, and we will read it out on the podcast.
Yeah, it has to be
Yeah,
five.
so we still got none. So literally, fuck you all.
But I want people to know it has to be 5
Oh, it has
stars.
to be 5 stars.
Don't be going giving us a 3-star review. Or
How many
a 4.5
stars, Tony?
Star review, if that's possible. Don't do that. Just give us the 5.
I'd be happy with just a star. It'd be fine.
Nah, Tom. We have so
Don't
few that
give
I
have
think
us a
any
triple.
star.
any star at this point is a bonus, right?
No.
I mean,
Gold
someone
star.
cared enough.
No, it's not. No.
No.
It would,
So yeah,
Nah,
leave,
you're
leave
wrong.
us leave us a 1 star.
No. No.
no,
Yeah,
like
well-
I'm being serious now. Don't do that. Don't think you're being funny doing that. That would probably end our podcast. Never be
You're
seen
not
again.
big and it's not clever.
Although if you hate us and you want us to be gone, don't leave us a 1-star either, because we'd probably
Just
do
stop
really
listening.
well if you left us a 1-star.
Just stop
Yeah,
listening.
stop listening, Eric and Dave. Fuck you. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's Eric and Dave?
Our nemesis.
We've never mentioned on the podcast before, and we never will again. Right. Okay. 5-star review on iTunes. Question of the week. If you had to come back as either a ghost or a zombie, what would you pick?
Ghost.
Zombie.
I knew it.
Why?
I knew it.
Like, why would you come back as a zombie? Like,
Because I get the fucking...
one
eat-
agenda, eat brains. A ghost can
Yeah.
have any agenda. A ghost
Ghosts
can...
can do all sorts.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you can't
yeah.
see it and you're just floating around.
Ghosts
tell
can
that
see.
to Swayze.
And you're just fucking floating around nothing and you're fucking like bored out of your tits.
But
floating
that's
through shit,
that's
like,
no, but that's like the Casper version of a ghost. What about like Bruce Willis in the Sixth Sense ghost? Like,
yeah, or
He was
what?
wearing a toupee
Yeah,
the whole
but
time.
the whole
Like,
thing. What about fucking like just being stuck trying to do something as a ghost the whole time? It's like fucking all eternity just trying to fucking do the same thing over and over. You
Why
don't
eat brains,
realise.
like just eat
Yeah,
brains.
Eat brains is grand. You're walking around, strolling through the park, you know, Oh, there's a
Right.
little kid.
I can tell you
Smith
why
blows your
Tony's
head off.
correct.
He's not correct.
Nah,
There is no fucking
No.
correct answer. It's what would you prefer? It's what would
I
you
can
prefer
tell
to
you
come
why
back
Tony's
as? No,
correct.
he's not correct.
Well, I can tell you why Tony's correct for himself. Then, okay,
Go on
you
then.
hear me? Right. Okay, Tony, you're correct because if you turn to a zombie, you can be killed and then it's all over. If you're a ghost, you have to stay forever.
I want to.
Do you know? So in 9,000 years, you're still gonna be haunting the same house, wearing like a hoodie and skinny
How do you
jeans,
know
and
that?
they're gonna be all like,
That's not how ghosts work
Is
either.
that the rules? Is it?
Like,
You got to
they're
stay
gonna
in
be
the
like,
one house.
oh,
Oh, so I didn't.
they're wearing
Could be.
Trump style clothes. Those people, you know, like the way they say Victorian era, they're gonna call it Trump style clothes, and then yeah,
Still looking
No.
for your
Old time ago.
long lost dinner that you couldn't find that you fell and smashed your
yeah.
head.
Me and Tony are just gonna be like fucking nomming on a few brains, getting our
Yeah,
heads shot off, and it's
fucking
over. It's
And
all
I'll be
over.
freaking you out. I'll be, ooh, boys, I'm
Yeah.
behind you, and then I'm in front of you, and then I'm everywhere.
You might be
Forever.
drinking some
Sexy
brain coladas, huh? Taking shots of brain hemorrhage. Yeah, that's it.
But going back to transubstantiation, I think you misunderstood it as you being God. I'm behind you. I'm everywhere.
Yeah. He was his own father and his own son. He's a mad cunt, isn't
That
he?
doesn't make sense.
And his own
Mad.
ghost.
How does it?
We did it. We pulled it around.
Full
And he has
circle.
and he has a magic box which turns everyone into a cannibal. It's cool. It's cool. Cool thing.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Anyway,
Okay,
ghosts can pass over after a while, not 9,000 years
Ghost
in the
when
same
you
house.
when you complete your task as a ghost.
Yeah, you're like a Mr. Meeseeks.
Oh yeah,
It gives you a bit more
and
of a
you're going to
purpose.
complete your task. How are you going to complete your task?
Because you've got infinity to
What,
do
to
it.
have someone else fucking complete
Do
your task?
you have other ghosts?
You
Ghost
complete
pals?
Infinity, like
tasks for ghosts.
infinity is longer than 9,000 years, cunt.
Yeah. Your
But
point
can't
being.
be a zombie and
I got
fucking...
a secret to tell you,
Yeah.
Tony. Do you want to hear my secret?
What is it?
There's cake in the fridge, and I can't stop thinking about it.
Is it brain cake?
No, it's like a sponge with some nice icing and loads of fruit on top.
Where did it come
if
from,
I'm
Mike?
if my ma baked it, and it's not even my birthday cake. So if you're if I'm distracted today, that's why I'm just thinking about that cake.
Mine's elsewhere.
Yeah. So,
You
right.
can't even get a sentence out now. He's got so much cake on his mind.
Okay, so Liam and Tony, you thought no, Liam and Pat, you wanted to go for Ghost, and me and
Yeah.
Tony were clever boys.
Ghosts
Okay.
are nice. You've
So-
got consciousness. You can fucking float
Yeah,
and
you
spy on
can't.
people. You can.
When you're a zombie, all you're thinking about is
You don't
nomming on
have
brains. Like,
consciousness though. Proper consciousness.
How
It'd be
do you
dementia
know?
if you're a
How do you
ghost.
Why?
fucking know
How
that
do you know?
zombies aren't in their right mind and they don't just decide to eat brains?
Literally every single film, every book about zombies is that's all they go for. That's the only thing that keeps them driven. Ghosts.
Yeah, but they're not necessarily thinking.
sometimes
they
they
could be
fall in
thinking
love.
about
Ghosts fall in
everything.
love.
Oh, actually, that's the one
Ghosts
film.
don't fall in love.
Warm Bodies.
Yeah,
Your
but
Man
they're
from
films.
Skins.
They're films.
Evil's in
They're
love.
not real.
Yeah. Me and Tony
None of
were
it's
talking about
real, though. It's
zombies.
paranormal, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's very true. Very true. But ghosts are like dementia. Just walk around with dementia the whole time.
Name one ghost with
I'm
dementia.
so sorry
All
to all
ghosts.
our listeners with dementia.
Dementia.
Don't
Don't
forget
worry
about
about
it.
it.
And I'm not gonna make that joke where I apologize straight away again to them as if they've forgotten, because
But
that's
we are
fucking
sorry.
insensitive. We are very sorry.
Mike, you just did it.
I know. No, I was just repeating myself. Okay,
Oh, boy,
right.
no. It's a good thing. It's a good
No, but
thing, forgotten.
it's-
I bet
Mike,
you
this
wish you had
no,
it
it's
so
not-
you'd forget about
no,
that
it's-
cake, huh, buddy?
Maybe I have it because all I can think about is cake. I don't know why we're here. Like, right. Okay. So here's the question. Here's the next question. We're moving on. We're moving on slightly. Do you believe in ghosts?
I believe in magic.
Ronnie, you always answer a different question than I ask.
I didn't hear the question.
Do you
No.
believe in ghosts?
No.
I do.
We'll talk about fucking magic another day.
Oh, that could be a good. Yeah, let's talk about it today. Actually, if you don't believe
We're covering
yeah,
everything.
this is
We're
the
covering
magic
literally
episode.
everything.
I don't believe in ghosts because they're not real.
I also don't believe in ghosts for the same reason.
I do believe in ghosts.
Why? Because they are real?
Because I feel I've seen them and heard them.
Nah, I ain't cunt.
Yeah, I have, cunt.
It was the wind.
Yeah.
It must have been the wind.
There's definitely reasons for it.
No,
I bet you it was
let
dark
Pat
inside.
tell us his stupid story about how he saw a spooky spectacle.
It wasn't.
Come on.
It wasn't spooky.
No?
Like I was like a bit taken back, but I'd woken up. This is going back maybe 6 months. I'd just woken up and I thought my housemate was having a party because there was this girl in my room, just like not a spooky looking girl at all, not in Victorian era dress, just in like some fucking like jeans and a t-shirt, and like she's just having a look around at my bookshelf. I'm just like, hello. She just turns, looks at me, and then like walks off the
Oh, yeah,
direction.
your bookshelf. All right.
Yeah, see, humble brag, I can read.
Literature.
There's no books.
Nah, it's not. It's just for the porn DVDs. And she just like looks at me and then just like wanders off past the other side of the room and just disappears. And I'm just like, what was that?
Then you woke up
And
in
then
the
I
morning.
woke up.
Yeah.
No, I was like fully awake at this point.
Nah, you weren't though.
I bloody was.
Did you get out of bed then and follow her?
Yeah, I got out of bed afterwards. Like
Well, after you woke
after
up.
I woke up in the morning, yeah, to
Yeah.
make some breakfast.
Yeah.
Nah,
You-
I feel 100% saw one.
Was she hot?
Just regular looking.
Just regular looking
Just
for your
regular
porn.
looking. Huh? Yeah. I don't actually have a bookshelf full of porn. Keeps it under my bed.
But yeah, but Pat, it was a dream. It was a dream. Remember?
I really don't believe it was.
I
And,
really don't believe it wasn't.
There was when we were kids. We were at like this big fucking terrifying mansion. One of my dad's
Is
friends.
it Luigi's mansion?
Yeah, and there was the big blocks just
Sorry,
raining
Pat.
down.
Are you scared of buildings? Are you scared of fucking...
Shut up, Mike. No, I'm not. It's a scary mansion, all right? And yeah, like where we were, the people who own the house say every week or every 2 weeks they hear like a mum and a mother and a child crying from the attic, and they're just letting these kids just run around playing hide and seek. And luckily, it wasn't that night that they heard them.
Well, you know, like if they're just screaming.
Ring a
it's
ring
not-
a rosy.
Could actually just be the fact that they had someone.
That's what they sound like, isn't it?
Exactly.
Just make it up. Oh yeah, no, our place is haunted. Just constantly have mother and children up there.
Do you reckon that's what
Immigrants. And Frank.
Fritzl was answering questions
Oh.
like that? Like, oh, there's ghosts in
Just
the
a ghost.
basement.
What age? Okay. At what age would the child stop being a child and they have to replace it with another child?
Well, it's a ghost that stays the child.
Well, you make the child the mother then, don't you?
Oh, you're so fucking clever. But
Wait, what?
Fritzl shit, buddy.
Shitzel, you mean?
Mm.
Right, okay. So, Liam, tell us about how you don't believe in ghosts.
So when I was
Some
younger,
ghosts you didn't see.
yeah, when I was younger, I never saw a ghost, and we were at this house one day, and I didn't see any ghosts there. And my dad like looked at me and he
It's a
was
scary house.
didn't mention ghosts because there was nothing happened about ghosts. So
I saw a car one time and the tires were fucking so scary, man.
The tires weren't there. It was just floating.
Oh, no, they were there. It's fucking, they're just scary as fuck. Right, okay.
Yeah, too
And
boring.
Tony, so Liam and Tony, have either of you ever thought you might have been in the presence of a ghost?
yeah, as your father, Mike, yeah. Let me in on the joke. Yeah. Thanks. Perfect.
I answered it 30 seconds ago.
It says 9 here.
All right, I'll prove it. You asked me to prove it, I'll prove it.
That says 38 seconds. Cunt.
Mad.
What the fuck is going on here?
Mad.
What
That's
is
some
that?
That's spooky.
paranormal
See?
shit.
And like you were talking about curses, paranormal, curse of Bigfoot. We've been having loads of issues.
Bigfoot's not cursed.
He is. He's cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrency. The Bigfoot coin.
But I don't know if we can use that because I don't like all the talk about answering the phone in the podcast.
Yeah, it's really
So
spooky.
we'll...
Yeah, well,
Right, so,
answer no phone.
Tony, shut up.
Wow.
Because I'm about to ask you a question. I need you to speak when I ask you the question. Okay. So, Tony and Liam, have you ever thought ghosts could be real or like that shit? What is that? Could that be a ghost? Ever? Or you just full out never believed?
Never believe.
maybe as a kid I did. I don't remember, but I remember.
Let's say like post 16
I
then.
was about. I don't know. I was about.
You're going to tell a story about when you were younger than 16, aren't you?
Well, I just cut that out, or I don't know.
No,
I feel
do
like it
it.
was full swing there. And it just got cut off.
He's like, stop talking. This is gonna
Go on, swing away. Bat away.
No, I remember being younger. My sister used to babysit for this family, and they lived in a really old house, like an old
Spooky house?
farmhouse.
Scary house?
See, my cousin used to babysit for them before, and my cousin said to my sister, like, "Don't worry, it's an old house. It makes noises and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
it's all wood and all floorboards and shit. Like, don't
It's just haunted,
be
like.
freaked out, like, because my sister was just starting to babysit for him." And from when I heard that, then I think I was only 7 or 8, and I was like, "Oh, so that is all it ever is like a house settling, and there's no such thing as ghosts. It's all bullshit." Like, but maybe till that point, like maybe I was kind of afraid of him or believed in him or something. But that's all it took for me to not believe. Like,
See, like, because I never actually, like, really believed in them up until the one of, like, half a year ago.
yeah,
Yeah, like, I was like, always like, but maybe because I've always been like, maybe they do, just never seen one. It's more prevalent for me to.
did anyone
Think.
ever have that thing where you wake up and it feels like there's someone sitting on your chest?
Oh, sleep paralysis.
But yeah, it's a type of it. But like I get different ones as well.
Oh,
But
it's fucking
or
horrible.
the one where you wake up or you feel like you've woken up and there's someone standing over you.
Yeah, that's the one I've had.
And it is a scary feeling, like, you know, it's not like, oh, it's someone nice, like, it's a fucking creep machine who's standing over you.
But your body literally
Can't
cannot move.
But you're
Like,
not actually awake, are you? That's just your mind, isn't it?
Is it? Wait, are you not?
No.
So you're dreaming.
You're dreaming
but
that, yeah.
super realistically that you are just lying in bed and.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was like you are awake and seeing things.
No, not when you're, I don't think it's when you're seeing things. Like, there is a form of sleep paralysis where you wake up and you can't move. I get that quite a bit, which is class. Oh, I fucking
Right,
love it
love
when
it.
you're screaming in your head. You can't even talk and you're just screaming in your mind for someone to come and shake you. I love that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Not about like so when you were younger, were you never like, oh, there's monsters under my bed?
Not monsters under my bed. No, maybe an actual person there to murder me, like, but not like monsters or.
I hallucinated when I had scarlet fever when I was a baby. That was mad. Rats and all in my bed.
Oh,
Peacock
that's
puss
scarlet
coming
fever.
everywhere.
I thought we had scarlet fever a few weeks back.
Crazy temperature. It was going mad. Literally walking around the house for about a week, just fucking hallucinating.
What age were you? You said baby. Like.
Yeah.
I wasn't a baby. I was like, I don't know,
12?
maybe younger, like 9 or 10 or something.
That's not
Walking.
baby age.
He was a real baby. He was the baby of the family. Like.
Doctor told my mum you're going to be in for a rough time because he's going to have very high temperatures. He's like just hallucinating, walking around the house like
Fucking bad.
the whole time. I'd just be.
Do you ever
sitting
sleepwalk?
there. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I did for 2 years straight.
That's a long sleep.
When?
Every night.
Felt well rested after
I
that.
still do it, I think, but
Oh, you do, yeah. I've only seen it once, I think. It was pretty gas.
you've seen it.
I think I've seen it once. I think you walked into the kitchen once and I was there and you just... you walked left.
He's probably just high as a kite.
He was, I think he was asleep. I think so. Pretty sure he must have been. Like, there was no reaction to anything I was saying to him. I'm sure it was like, "Hey, Tony." I was like doing a Bigfoot on. I was like, "Hey, Tony." No, but he was like, you were making like a weird noise.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
What about you, Mike? You got any spooky stories? Sleepwalking, sleep paralysis?
My official stance is that I don't believe in ghosts. But sometimes, for like in the moment, I do believe in them. And I'm like, oh shit, they're going to fucking get me. Because I just, I've said this before, but I am afraid of every fucking thing. Like, not real things. There's very few real things I'm afraid of. But like,
Everything that's
things
not
that
real.
can't happen, I'm very, yeah,
irrational. Like
Magic.
yeah. Magic the Gathering. I'm scared of that.
Terrifying.
That game.
stuff.
Okay, so around my family, like my family really seem to believe in ghosts. So like whenever something weird happens in the house, it's always blamed on like someone who's passed away, basically.
that's pretty easy, man. You could be a hellraiser.
Well,
Who ate my
No.
sandwich? That was dead Uncle Jeff.
Fucking Jeff's at it again, huh? Good to see you, Jeff, but for God's sake.
I don't have a dead Uncle Jeff. And I don't have any grandparents left. So how's that going to happen?
But anyway, who's eating all the sandwiches, Mike? Who did I blame?
So it's never sandwiches. It's like things, door slamming, pictures falling off the wall. That kind of thing.
See, how's that
So
not
basically-
ghosts?
Oh my God, fucking let me talk, you big bollocks.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good, does it, Mike?
No. So before I was born, and like any of my brothers and sisters were born, my parents had a child, and he died when he was like only a few days old. And every year on his birthday, something weird seems to happen. Like something falls off the wall, or there's a big noise, or something falls over, the door slams. So my parents like always like fully believe that that's him. Kind of saying like, hey, I'm here.
Jesus.
Whatever helps you. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't believe any of it. Like, you kind of
yeah.
looking for
Yeah.
it on that day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And same with my granny who passed away like a few years back. You know, often if things happen, it's like, oh, that's granny saying she's here. I don't really believe it. But sometimes I'm like, sometimes I'm 1% convinced. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just like, well, maybe. Do you know, maybe there's a tiny possibility. My dad caught ghosts on camera. So we were, for the summer solstice years ago, like 12 years ago or something, we were in the Grange Stone Circle in County Limerick, and basically loads of people kind of like gather there to watch the sun come up on the longest day of the year. And like, there's like some hippies there, and they're kind of like playing drums, and there's like all different kinds of people there. There's usually some people who are like just come out of the pub who are like just shit faced, being weird. But my dad was taking pictures, and basically, so what happened is there was a load of drunk fellas this one time, and they were like being kind of mean to a cow. So there was a cow there because there's just like animals around. Like they weren't like, obviously they weren't hitting them, or so they were
Just slagging them
wouldn't
off.
stop.
Yeah.
They weren't.
You're no good.
Yeah, they were just kind of like they're annoying the poor cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, just wouldn't stop talking to him, telling him, "Oh, I love you, cow." Right, and so my dad was just taking photos around the place, and then at one stage he took photos, and next to the drunk guys was these like white kind of balls, like these white balls of kind of light in the photos. So he still has them obviously on his computer, and he is convinced that that's ghosts, right? And minutes after he took those pictures with the ghosts in it, so minutes after he took the picture with the ghosts in it, the drunk guys just went. All of a sudden, they just left. And so he's convinced that the ghosts stopped those fellas from annoying that cow.
It's just trick of the light, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't believe like all those orb photos and stuff are ever actually ghosts.
Why would
It's
photo be a thing that captures that?
just- and why is a ghost an orb of light? It's just human shape, no?
Not really, because they don't. Why would they be human shaped? They don't have a body. If you're to believe that
I think it's
that a
spirit.
ghost is like someone's spirit left after they're dead, why would they have a human shaped body?
Because that's just the way they work.
Well,
It's paranormal, can't be explained.
Like Pat knows about ghosts. Pat's actually seen a
yeah, I've
ghost,
seen
Mike,
one,
so-
and it was human shaped. But there's been 15 seasons of Ghost Hunters?
Pat had a weird girl in his room.
I've had many a weird girl in my
There's been 5 seasons of Aussie gold hunters, and they haven't found much gold either. Pat.
So yeah, gold doesn't exist.
Gold
Prove
does.
it.
Gold's real, and ghosts are not.
Prove it.
One of my brothers always believed in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gold.
No, he always believed there was something with him until one day. So when he was younger, he used to like get up in the middle of the night and sleep in the graveyard. Cause
Are you fucking serious?
yeah, it's where he felt more
What?
comfortable. And then when he moved to with his wife now, he moved to a place, and he couldn't get into a door. He didn't have the key, and he'd come in and be doing the dishes, and then the door would be open, and he'd be like, "What the fuck?" And then he'd close the door, and then he can't open it again. And that used to always happen. And then they have to move out of the apartment because the girlfriend said she saw something or whatever. My brother was never scared of it. Like, she said she saw something, so they moved out of the apartment. And then I can't remember what happened. He went somewhere, and he said he just felt free all of a sudden. That's what he claimed.
That's fucking mad.
Nah, I don't believe it. Everyone to their own, you know.
Would you? Oh, here's a question: would you like ghosts to be real?
As long as they weren't dickheads, like.
Well, it's Fuck you! I want my privacy. You can.
Yeah, it's like.
Well, I'm sitting down eating my pizza, watching a good movie, and then some cunt walks in. It's like, here, hang on a second now. I didn't invite you, you prick.
He's not going to take your pizza, Tony, so don't worry about that.
I'm not worried about him taking my pizza, but how do you know I'm not sitting there naked, fucking eating my pizza?
You're worried about him spoiling the movie? Like,
Yeah, spoiling the movie or telling me what happens in the end. Oh, I seen this in the
I
apartment.
feel like I've been here before.
Being a cunt, like. That's if I was a ghost, that's what I'd be doing. Hey, this is what happens in this movie.
Tony, treat others like you want to be treated, you fucking prick.
No. Well, you gotta get some fun out of it, you know what I mean? Otherwise I'm just floating around aimlessly.
That's life, eh?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Are you guys ready for cheeky little joke of the week?
I'm Mike's joke of the week.
Welcome to Joke of the Week. This is Mike's segment. I'm Mike, where every week I tell you a joke that I made up myself. It's usually a really good joke. Sometimes it's really funny, and sometimes it's even a little bit spooky.
It's how he tells them.
So, it's how I tell it. Oh, I forgot to say that. Yeah, no, that my segment's called "It's How I Tell Him."
Mike's joke of the week.
Just rename my segment mid-segment. Okay, so first I have a question for Pat. Pat, are you gonna fucking step on my punchline this time, or are you gonna leave me tell my joke?
Yeah.
Is it a good punchline or?
Does it matter?
I'll stay quiet.
Okay, good. For the rest of the podcast, hopefully. Right. What did the apparition say to the poltergeist? Ghost, fuck yourself.
God's sake.
That's the best one yet. That's the best one yet.
That was good.
Wait, hold on. All right, okay.
I didn't think he was going to be so rude.
What's your favorite ghost in media? Who is your favorite ghost in media? In movies, TV shows, books, posters, attics?
I don't know. I quite like that question though.
Liam Neeson.
In what?
No,
Just Liam Neeson. He's a ghost.
He's dead.
Oh, wow.
You wouldn't think
I
it.
do
Would you
believe.
look at him? Yeah.
I do believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they call it Taken, because he was taken from us, but
Too soon.
put him in the movie.
Taken 3.
Does it have to be ghost, or can we go stick with the rest of the paranormal
No,
stuff?
it's ghosts. The question was ghosts, Pat. I
It
like.
was a cause. No.
Billy Bones from Hocus Pocus. He's a good cunt.
Was he not a
remember
fucking zombie?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. He's my favorite of the paranormals. But
That's for fucking ghosts, you
Yeah.
bollocks. There's thousands of ghosts in media, and you picked a fucking
there?
zombie.
Is there thousands of ghosts?
And Tony picked a fucking alive man.
He's not. Telling you. It's all propaganda, Mike. Bill Gates telling you that.
Okay, it's my homeboy.
I liked Elsa in Home and Away when she came back to freak out her husband, and he was like, "Stone the flaming crows, it's my wife." And,
So was she actually? There was a real ghost in Home and Away.
Yeah, Elsa. She died. Wait, I think. Wait, no, what happened? So the actress might have died in real life. Then they replaced her with another actress, but she'd been that character for, I don't know, 25 or 30 years. So people were like, "Oh, what the fuck are you doing?" Like, they just carried on her storyline with another woman, and then they took that woman away and brought her back as a ghost. So her ghost was slightly different or something.
what the?
Yeah. So I just thought that was hilarious. Like, well, he was just like, "It can't be you. It isn't you." They just lost the run of themselves. Like,
That sounds more like Away in a Home than Home and Away.
so yeah.
When was this, Liam?
Huh?
When was this?
When was it?
this?
About, I'd say, 2001 or 2002. It's never been topped for me by any other ghost than any other thing. Just thought that was gas. That they just, you could literally, like looking back now, like, you can see the writers just flapping, not knowing what to do, panicking. Let's just kill her off.
Snorting lines of coke. Just be like, all right, let's go.
I got it. Bring it back.
Bring it back. Kill her. Bring it back.
It was outrageous.
Slime thing from Ghostbusters
Slimer.
was good. Yeah,
Slimer.
Slimer. Hungry boy. I can get on board with that.
Shoeshine Boy. That's one of my favourite ghosts.
See?
Ever watch that when you were a kid?
No,
Well, Walk the Line?
Huh?
No, go
Nope,
on.
Shoe Shine Boy with Liam Neeson. No, it's like some Victorian era school child, and he was a shoe shiner, and you have to like rub the shoe shine brushes together, and he turns up and he was like helping out these people, and there was a live scary woman, who was like trying to capture him, and they were just like, "Nah, we'll help you out. Rub the shoe shining things together." And he's like, "Oh, I'm a poor little Victorian boy, and a ghost."
How was he any good at what he did?
I can't really remember, but that's the
He
first
doesn't
thing.
sound like he doesn't even sound like a good shoe shine boy. He's just like, never mind an old woman to her. Like,
Yeah, him.
he's your favorite.
I've just
Maybe. I can't think of many more. Casper's the only thing that keeps popping into my head, and he was shit.
He's friendly.
He was. But
Who's yours, Mike?
Oh, sorry. I've just googled. I just googled the Home and Away ghost because I was too interested. So, while moving boxes one day, Elsa suffers a massive heart attack, collapses, and dies in front of Alf and Duncan. Elsa is later cremated, and her ashes are scattered by Alf into the ocean. Alf blames himself, and Duncan becomes withdrawn. Elsa from Frozen reappears as a vision to Alf while he is suffering from a brain tumor. Morag and Donald Fisher are concerned and try to confront Alf about it, but due to the visions of Elsa egging him on, Alf injures them both on separate occasions. Following Alf's diagnosis, he refuses to have the tumor removed as he does not want to stop seeing visions of Elsa from Frozen. After he collapses on the beach, the girl from Frozen shows him what Summer Bay would be like if he dies. He eventually has the tumor removed and the visions stop.
Jesus, that's
So,
a lot of cocaine in that writing
Technically, she
room.
was a vision rather than... She was part of his tumor rather than a ghost. But what the fuck?
Who came up with that? Fucking hell.
Genius.
They don't make like TV like that anymore, do
No,
they?
unfortunately.
My favorite ghost is a spoiler. So can we bring back our popular segment, spoiler alert?
It's a fucking spoiler alert. Be careful.
So if you don't want to hear spoilers about American Horror Story, fast forward a minute. Have any of you watched American Horror Story?
Yeah,
I watched the first season.
watched
Yeah,
a
same.
fair bit of it. Was the hot redhead
Okay.
maid a ghost in the first season?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not,
okay, that's my favourite
not
ghost
really
now.
a twist though.
No, but that's my favourite ghost then.
So in it, Tate, who is the young fella played by Evan Peters, who's getting therapy from Ben Harmon, and is going out with his daughter, is actually, it turns out that he's a ghost. He did a school shooting a few years before, and he got killed by the police when they found him, and he's a ghost trapped in the house, and that's why he's always there whenever anything happens. He's just there. It's not because he's breaking in. He's a ghost who's trapped there.
So that's season 1.
Season 1, yeah. And then there's a twist at the end where
Don't
So,
think I got that.
if you just turn back on, I don't know, that might have already been a minute. Fast forward another minute, all right? Spoiler alert. We're still on a spoiler alert. And Violet, the girl who's seeing. Why are you laughing at, cunt?
No,
Weird
just
noise?
carry on.
Okay. If you tune back in,
No.
fast forward a minute. Okay. So Violet, the girl that he's seeing, she tries to kill herself at one point. She slits her wrists, but he saves her. But then it turns out he didn't save her, and she died. And they find her body, and it turns out she's been dead for half the season too. So Tate's my favorite one.
Yeah, I remember that.
Tate's my favorite ghost. Yeah. So, and he did a school shooting, so that's not okay.
They Sixth Sensed it, did they?
Kinda, but they did it a couple of times. You know, there's a couple of different twists.
So it was 12 cents.
Or the 36th cent. Maybe it's a kind of, they squared it.
Hmm.
Okay, so anything else to say, cunts?
I don't know, should we ask me mum?
Yeah, give her a bit.
Actually,
Yeah.
I've never wanted to hear from your mother so much in my life, Pat. Let's hear what you have to say
Oh,
about
this
ghosts.
is going to be great.
Like, I mean, yeah, because you were saying about the scary...
Yeah,
the,
bless you,
it
word.
smelt scary, was what she said last time
Did
as well.
she?
Yeah. Did no one else pick
Okay,
up on that? I was
let's-
just like...
I know the smell is scary.
smells.
I wanna take bets on what she's gonna say. This can be a segment every week. I suspect that she is going to say that she is a ghost.
I am a ghost.
Okay. Well, what do you think she's going to say?
I think she's going to say...
She's going to bring back to that woman who dropped off that ladder and be like,
I
oh,
reckon
she
it
actually
could
was
come
ghost.
back round.
No, I reckon it's going to be something like... wait, no. Okay, we were actually doing this, so I'd say your father has... I don't know, she'll say that your father's seen it, but she doesn't believe it or something.
I don't know.
Okay, let's see.
I think... Tony, what's your...
So we'll see who wins. This is a new
What's your
segment every week where me, Liam, and Tony predict what Pat's mother is going to say. And we'll see who wins.
What you predicted, Tony?
I think she's going to say that she is a ghost.
He already said that she's going to say something.
Ladder woman.
Ladder girl.
Ladder lady, yeah.
Ladder girl,
Yeah.
alright.
Ladder lady.
I
The
think
ladder.
she's gonna
New
have
character on the
period. I don't
podcast.
think Ladder lady's going to come back.
Hey, I'm the ladder lady. I'm just climbing up the ladder. I'm not well in the head. That's my new character.
That was fantastic.
Thanks, girl.
Hello, sunshine.
Morning, Mom. How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. You are live on the podcast again.
Oh God, you're horrible.
And this time we're discussing paranormal
And we're not talking cryptocurrency here, Jay. We're talking ghosts.
ghosts.
Not
Yeah,
talking
not the
aliens.
other paranormal. Mainly ghosts is what we're discussing. You got any ghost stories, or like, what's your beliefs on the subject?
Oh, I think there's such a thing as a presence. You never felt a presence.
Yeah, see, no one else does. I kind of
On
believe.
Christmas morning,
Oh, of course there is. I mean, what are we made of? We're made of atoms. When we die, what happens to the atoms?
Worms
They
love
don't
them.
die. They go on.
Yeah?
So you've got billions and trillions and quadrillions all floating around with energy.
Okay.
So some will come together and produce a stronger force. So of course there's presence.
So you reckon the ghosts are like combinations of people's
Yeah, I don't-
atoms?
I don't know if it's as such a person. I don't believe in sort of Scrooge's Victorian ghost with chain rattles. Don't believe in that. That's definitely a story. But no, there's real things that go on.
Have you ever seen anything?
Oh, I've definitely felt.
Just felt.
Definitely felt things. But, you know, and occasionally you can sort of see something. It's not a person. It's not a white figure or anything like that. But you see an energy moving.
Yeah. I don't know, this is a bit more than I was expecting to hear from you, to be
None of us
honest,
hit the
Jen.
mark here.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of smokes this morning.
I knew it.
I'm kidding.
what'd you say?
Had a couple of smokes this morning. Fun up to spliff.
Oh, jazz.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Even in the hospital, you'd like never saw anything like ghostly, because I mean you've seen people die.
Yes, I've seen people who've hanged themselves and sort of done wrists and all sorts of nice cheery stuff.
She's seen American Horror Story Murder House.
Have you seen
No.
American Horror Story Murder House, Mum?
No, I've missed that one.
It's that
No,
the other
I
night.
watch things like A Star Is Born.
That's probably more depressing.
He also killed himself.
Yeah. Like.
Spoiler alert.
So,
Both have Lady Gaga in them.
yeah, and both of them have Lady
Not
Gaga.
Murder House like with
And murder,
American Horror Story.
suicides. Okay.
Keeping it live.
Any other questions for Jen?
How are you, Jen?
Ask her what she thinks of Lady Gaga.
Fine. Rory's now out of lockdown so he can socialise again, so I get peace and quiet. Hooray!
Mike wants to know what's your opinions on Lady Gaga.
I don't know Lady Gaga. See, I was thinking that today, actually, funnily enough. I would like to sort of read a sort of biography on her.
Yeah.
I
Listen to
really
her
know
tunes.
so little.
Oh, I know what your Christmas
Listen to
present's going to
Poker
be.
learn more about her.
All right. Okay. I think that's it. Tony, any questions for Mum?
No. Have a nice day.
Well, you lot have a lovely day. Take care of
All right.
yourselves. Look after each other.
Will
Don't
do.
give anyone a hard time.
You hear that, Mike? Don't give anyone a hard time.
I heard it.
All right. Love you, Mum.
Love you all.
Love you,
Take care
Jen.
now.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Hang up.
Actually,
Now,
So
there's a bit of
speaking of-
paranormal activity.
so no points for anyone there. So we're
I won.
drawing on 0 points.
I was not expecting that at
No.
all.
I won.
No,
Coming in with a bit of
you did not. Tony.
science, kind of like.
Speaking of Lady Gaga, though, I've got something kind of interesting to say. Apparently, when Lady Gaga was in college, she did like the other girls in the class really hated her. I think it was some kind of college where they were like doing acting or singing or whatever, and they made a Facebook group called Stefani Germanata, which is her name, will never be successful and famous or something like that. They actually made a Facebook group called that because they hated her so much.
Isn't that all fake, no?
No,
Oh,
I don't
that-
think
She
so.
was never actually bullied in school, like.
I mean, she does seem kind of hateable.
I mean, maybe she might have rubbed people up the wrong way, but I just think that's brilliant that they were being that horrible to her, and she fucking proved them wrong. She's pretty famous.
A few people have heard of her. My mum wants to know more about her.
I was just thinking this morning.
That is weird.
See, that's paranormal. Right?
That is so funny.
Fucking bless her.
She threw me off completely.
Like-
Though. I didn't know what to say to her. Like I was like, I can't really argue with you there. I'll argue with you lads, no bother, but can't argue with her view on it. Like,
Everything's Adams, and they all come together somehow.
A Star is Born.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Full circle again.
So apparently paranormal comes from Paraguay.
It doesn't. It fucking doesn't.
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia is my gimmick, Tony. All right.
Wikipedia.
Isn't
that
it because
what-
it's the only haunted
Wikipedia?
place in the world? Paraguay. You won't find ghosts anywhere but there.
No. They originate there.
Okay. I got a new segment that I just remembered.
Is it called Paraguay because it runs parallel to Uruguay?
No, that's
No.
stupid.
No, because
Okay.
Uruguay is because it's
Uruguay.
underneath.
You're
You are gay.
for eating the body of Christ. Am I right?
Yeah, what? Get your fingers all in there.
What are we talking about? So really,
I got a new
we're gonna
segment.
do it like
Sorry,
a
Tony,
little-
what did you say
little
about
toy train
fingers?
when we were kids, boys.
In the body of Christ. Anyway, go on there. What were you going to say?
Okay, so I got a new segment.
What's it called?
It's called Top Facts. So basically, this week I Googled top paranormal facts. Like I just did it, and I've picked on a page called CBC Kids. And I'm going to read you 7 spooky things you didn't know about ghosts.
About Paraguay.
No, but it does say that there are some unbelievable facts.
Nice.
See what you did there.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, I read you some facts there then.
Oh, what? Oh, I thought you were going to read it. I was like, fuck you. Ghost hunters often use electronic equipment to investigate places supposedly haunted by ghosts. While the ghost hunting community, they are a community, doesn't seem to have a standard set of tools. Some of the ones use are night vision photography, an EMF meter to detect fluctuations in electromagnetic fields, thermal imaging cameras to detect cold spots. There you go, Tony, it's true. Audio recording equipment to record any odd sounds. That's what we record, isn't it, lads? We're always making odd sounds. And interviewing accounts of haunting. Why does it seem that ghosts are more active at night? Some say that when fewer electronic devices are used, we're more likely to detect ghostly spirits in our homes. How to spot a ghost? What? Sorry. And it has a picture, and the picture is a little girl in her bed. The whole room's kind of blue. There's a teddy bear with a paper sword and a shield on her windowsill. And under her bed's all red, and there's like 3 horrible pairs of eyes. So I'd say that's how you spot a ghost. Yeah. Okay. So the temperature in the room suddenly gets chilly, even though the picture implies it kind of gets hotter with them. You hear unexplained creaking of stairs. Doors are opening and closing on their own. You hear the sound of soft whispers when no one is near.
I have
Your
that, but I
pets
reckon
start
that's
to act
voices in my head.
strangely, and an unexplained smell fills the room. That's just Pat farting, to be
I
honest.
literally just farted.
But
Or
then-
was it a ghost?
Or was it?
There's a thing about A Christmas Carol, but obviously Pat's mom already told us about that. There's something about Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And then it says,
yeah.
would you rather at the bottom?
Oh,
It says, there's a would you rather at the bottom of this page. Okay? This is, that,
he's
that's
getting
fucking
excited
spooky.
now.
He jumps into
That's
action.
fucking spooky. I forgot all about the cake for a second there. So the question is, would you rather be a ghost or be friends with a ghost?
That's stupid. Would you rather?
Friends with a ghost.
Yeah, just a friend.
Obviously, friends with a ghost.
Yeah.
With the view to more, maybe, but friends for now.
Yeah.
Friends with benefits with a ghost.
Just casual for now. Okay.
Just stop texting
So
them.
actually,
Ghost.
maybe instead of listening to this podcast, you could just read CBC Kids. It's a good website. So it's cbc.ca.
What's CBC stand for?
Um,
Children.
Boom! Children.
children, boys, children. It's a weird. 7 spooky things you didn't know about werewolves. Right. We'll save that for the werewolf episode. Right, lads. What are we talking about next year? Next week. Next year. We're taking a
We
year
talking about
off.
next week?
What are we talking about next week? Do you want to
Elvis.
hear? I already told you. So when I texted next week's topic to the group, Tony thought I had actually it was a bit of a typo. I said elves, and Tony thought I meant Elvis. But next week our
Mr.
episode
President.
is going to be all about elves.
But,
And
like,
we'll let you stew on that for a week.
A whole week.
Stew on that for the whole week. What does he mean? Is he really as handsome as he sounds? Who are these boys he talks about? Do ghosts really exist? Find out next week on the Big Mike Pod. Right, lads, are we doing the winding up like a toy train at night?
That's it. What were you going to do with a train when you're a kid?
yeah.
Not looking at turn
Wind it
around
up, boys.
itself.
Let's wind it up.
Right, lads.
Banging on the track.
And yes,
Boot it as far as you can.
Big Mike, the
But we
Big
can
Mike
know that.
Castle is haunted. Haunted with the hopes and dreams of 1,000 nations. Okay, so, I have been Big Mike, and these have most certainly been some boys. So that's a bye from me. Find me on Twitter at Big Mike Corp. Leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. Go to patreon.com/Big Mike Pod. Sign up. £3 a month, £4 a month to help out Pat. You might as well just go for the £3 a month one. It's cheaper and none of the money goes to Pat. So I like that one better. Okay, so it's a bye from me. Thanks, bye.
Thanks, bye.
Catch you later.
See you now.